Hey guys, so I'm back and please go watch my 3 vlogs that I made for my trip to Austria. I put a lot of effort into it. I didn't sleep for one day to finish editing all 3 vlogs, and I had a lot of fun making it, so I hope you guys liked it and can enjoy it as much as I did. And yeah, so back to today's video. I wanted to make this video because it's about how I cut my own hair. So if some of you follow me on social media, you know that this is the first time I've ever cut my own hair. I usually go to a hair salon to get my hair cut, but then because I usually get it in Hong Kong, there's a hairdresser that we go to. I've been there since I was like 4 or something, and till now. But whenever I'm in UK, I never cut my hair because I just don't trust hairdressers because I'm used to that particular one. So I don't really trust hairdressers here. No offense, but yeah. So then, because this year I'm not going back for Christmas and my hair was getting long, as you guys can see, and I couldn't stay in it. I just wanted it to be shorter, and I just wanted to cut it. And I actually thought of going to a hair salon, but then afterwards I thought, like, why did I try trimming it by myself? Like, I just wanted to do like a little trim. I didn't expect myself to cut it all the way, and that turned out like this. I was quite satisfied considering it's like my first time to ever cut my own hair. So, and I showed my friends and they were like, oh, it looks nice. And they didn't even thought that I cut my own hair, because you know how you have short hair, it's harder to cut it by yourself. If you have long hair, you can still, like, you can see it. At least it's here, you can see it. At the back, you can pull all the way to the front. But then when it's short hair, you can't do it. So I'm gonna tell you guys how did I cut my own hair. If that helps anyone, and it saves money going to the hair salon, and you can get, at least I'm satisfied. Not like the best result that I ever get, but I'm okay with this so far. So tip number 1 is that don't cut too short for the first time. I guarantee you will, after you cut for like the first time, you will go shorter and shorter and shorter, and you won't even notice. I was only expecting like a trim, but then I went for like 2 inches. It went from here to here because I have this, do you call this a bulb? I don't know what you guys call this, but it's like short, and some people do it like round and it's all the way horizontal line, but I don't do that. I do a diagonal line. You have to have like a really big mirror, like what I'm looking at now. So before I cut my hair, you guys can see from the picture that I'm showing you now, there was on Snapchat, and that was my battleground. That was how I prepped the sink so that no hair goes down there. But yeah, I prepped the sink with a like plastic bag, and then I cut my hair because I have to zoom into this mirror. Hey, I cut this side of my hair first instead of this side. The bangs, just ignore it. It's usually more normal than this. Today's not my day. Before it was this long, I cut it all the way up. I didn't cut it as short as I did it now. I did it around here, and because people usually wet their hair when they cut their hair in the hair salon, but I didn't do that because I'm not a professional, so I don't know how I do. So I did it with my hair dry, and I look, basically, pretend you're the mirror. I look to the side and I see how short I want it to be, and then never hold your scissors like this, guys. Yeah, you need 2 pairs of scissors and combs, especially combs, and clips, hair clips, guys. You need to clip your hair away so that you can see where you're cutting. So basically how I did it was I did it like that. I trimmed the length I want, like I did it in sections. I did the first section, the ones in front of the ear. You split it like so. So basically I cut this part first. So I framed it to my chin and I did it like that. So I don't know if you can see, but it's sort of a diagonal, but this part's a bit longer for some reason. I don't know how I did that. I'm not going to do anything now because I don't want to ruin it. So trim this part first, and I did it in sections so that you know how far it should be shorter at the back, because I'm doing it diagonal instead of like a horizontal line. So it goes all the way up, and then this is the hard part. You know, the back we can't usually see. This is what I did. Pretend you guys are the mirror. I pick a clip and I clip this backwards so that you can see this part left. And then this is the hard part. I cut it like this instead of flipping it, because if you flip it you can't do, it's not convenient. I cut it like this. Like, I really cut it like this so I know how long I want it to be. And sometimes I put some parts of this down so that I can use it as a guide or as a reference of how short I want the back to be. Then the hardest part is probably the back. The back is really hard, this part. Because to be honest, I don't even know how it looks like. I just did it by how I felt like it would be. So you know how you cut all the way to here? You can still probably see from here, but then that's just a disaster. You can't see nothing. So this is really by feeling, like how short I cut this, and I pressed my hair against my neck so that it's all straight instead of like dangling, and scissors like close to your neck, and then you cut it along like that. That's how I did it. Because the back's like very little, so it's okay. It's not that bad for me. And yeah, but that's how I did this area. And oh, and how to use the other one. And this side is literally the same, but this side, because for my hair, this is the fringe, the long fringe. This is longer than this. Can you see the difference in length? And then the fringe was quite easy. I usually have, the fringe usually comes down, but then just because I blew my hair just now, it went up. But it was easy. You just have to like cut it the length you want it to. If you use these scissors, the ones with the weird teeth thingies, it gives you more of a dimension, like layers, sorry guys, layers, to trim along the edges so that it's not like defined. There's a technique I use so that you don't mess up your hair. You grab a piece of your hair, like a section of it, because I cut my hair in layers, so I know what I want. Basically, you take some of your hair and then you twist it. After you twist it, it's like a strand thingy, and then you use this to cut different, like for example 1, 2, 3, you cut it. It doesn't have to go in too deep though, okay? You cut it like chop, 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 sound effects. Basically you cut sections of it like 1, 2, 3, for example. It depends on how layered you want your hair to be. You take your comb and you run your comb through, and then you'll see a bundle of hair at the end of your comb, because that's the extra hairs that come off of that. So, and then your hair becomes more layered and it's less thick. I do this a lot when it's during the summer, because it gets really hot during the summer, so that's how you get thinner hair. That's it. So I just wanted to tell you guys how I cut my hair. Hopefully help someone. Like, I swear, short hair is hard. I hope this video helps someone in a way. Don't know when another video is gonna come up because I'm having exams. I'm supposed to be revising, but you know what? I'm procrastinating. So, bye.